Alrighty. So, I figured I would make a video on the 11th anniversary and what everything so far. The reason why I have Misu up from the Jedi Cats is because they helped me to test some of the new gear. So I wanted to first. I know a lot of people click away at the first couple minutes, so I wanted to tell you the most important thing in the entire collab. These defense gears here and all the way down, to this, these are these are new constant that Japanese Unison League got. I believe they got it a while ago. But anyway, we are finally getting free reflection reduction XXL gear down. I just tested it. This is the main reason why I was pushing off this video, was because I tested it. So you just have to get it to level 5 and it will give you 100% reflection reduction and it's free. So before, you would need to equip 2 reflection reductions, or you would need to get one of these, a reflection reduction XXL gear, but this is kind of an old piece of gear and they weren't giving it out a whole lot. So you would need to get one of these and you would need to get it to level 7. But this one gives 4XL for reflection reduction, and you reach 100% reflection reduction at 3XL. So all you have to do is get one of these pieces of gear and equip it, and this can be your reflection reduction constant gear. So I wanted to let you guys know, free reflection reduction constants, absolutely get this gear. It is fantastic for the new player. Alrighty, let's get into the event and all of the good stuff here. So I'm going to go over basically everything. I wasn't planning it. I probably won't go over the packs. Let's just start here. So the anniversary campaign. So you'll see this guy, the Fiestaman. Yeah, the Fiestaman. He shows up twice a day. All you have to do is click on him and he gives you free stuff. I got 10 gems earlier. So great place to start. All you have to do is log in 2 times. He resets at these times. Every single day when you log in, you get bonuses. So we get 30 gems, then drop of ether, some other stuff, and more 30 gems. And then the last day, 100 gems. So absolutely worth logging in every single day. Collecting these 11th anniversary medals. So I looked through these medals. It's probably best to go for monsters. Whether they are fully potted or not, just because I think most players would benefit from monsters. However, depending on how many you get, I'm not sure how many you'll get in the entire event, I'll be honest. So because I'm not sure how many you'll get over the course of the entire event, it's probably best to just keep in mind that and we'll go over it. I'll show you the spawn. Anyway, we'll get to the spawn. There are some more stuff, some free stuff, some login bonuses, a bunch of selection spawns, which I already did. Basically, for this one, you want monsters you don't have or high cost monsters. That would be what I would recommend for most people. For this, you would want whatever you can get. So for example, I got a scythe, so I grabbed the scythe because I'm a lancer. Free daily stuff, more free daily stuff, and more of it. Synergy skill boosts. So I think you can there's a bunch of missions. I'll show you the missions. We'll go over that stuff. A furniture spawn. It doesn't look like there's anything new. Maybe there's something new. Pet cosmetics and cosmetic shops, AP recovery, stuff like that. So there's a pretty good amount of stuff going on. There's a new Apocalypse, a new character out, and there's these Grimoires. I'll go over the Grimoires. I'll try to remember to go over everything. Is this monster any good? Let's see. Removes a bunch of stuff and not bad for new players. The 200% or the 200 elemental defense for everyone is actually pretty damn good. So I would say pretty good for general people. Let's look at this. Not bad. Not bad. For free to play stuff, the weapon is not bad. Now, keep in mind, you can infuse this 4 times. You never want to infuse these guys 4 times. It's just not worth spending a gem to, an infusion gem to get that last pot. Now, these are the defense gears that I was talking about. All of these are the cracked mirrors. You want these guys. These are the ones. You just need one of them, but I would recommend getting all of them just to fit your just for the future. You never know why you would need something like this, and then you can get some other stuff. There's a bunch of these lineups below. I wasn't sure exactly. Oh, I can just click on it. Okay. Let's see. This is old free to play stuff. I don't think this is paid cosmetic, is it? I cannot remember. Let's see if I can see any of the other gear. Let's see. I'm probably more familiar with the dark gear. This does not look like paid cosmetic stuff. I think this is free stuff. Man, I do not recognize any of this gear. Is this new? Acts of perception. Maybe this is new. Alliteration. Well, mirror is a bad proc. This offense proc doesn't seem bad. Huh. It's interesting. I don't recognize any of that gear. See the time stuff too. Yet this looks like new gear. I would recognize something like this. No? Maybe actually no, maybe it is old gear. I'm tripping. This is interesting. Well, anyway, you can get some of this stuff. I think it's old free to play stuff. I don't think it's anything new. And then you can get a bunch of back gear. That's nice. Especially for newer players to be able to get some of those. And then you get ether residues for completing the quests, and we'll go over that, and 10th anniversary or 11th anniversary stuff, and a new animation. And yeah, so let's go over, now that we kind of looked at everything, I'll start with the Grimoires. So these guys, you are essentially you're drawing a Grimoire, and then you can equip, I believe, 5 of them. And this is just an example for you. And now you can't upgrade these. So whatever level they are is what they'll give you at the very beginning. And I'll go with Pirate Feast. So the idea is that this will change. So you can have 2 different types. If I equip this, then this will be the animation at the end of events. So when I complete a quest, my character will automatically use this animation. For the enhancements, there are... Does it not tell you? I thought Oh, the Grimoire list. Okay. What you're looking for is not one of the... Like, if the attack enhancements, level 1... through 4. So level 1 gives you 500k, level 2 gives you 100k, and it increases by 500. What you want are these special grimoires, and you want to equip I believe you can equip 5 of them. Let's just give it a shot. So equipping these, and you want either attack, whatever your attack stat is, or your defense stat. Either one's fine. Actually, it looks like you can equip 10. Yeah, they ran this event a while ago, and I enjoyed it. They give you it's just a bunch of stats, and this will apply to the quests. So it just helps to make the quests easier, so you can do more damage and survive easier. It's a fun little thing, and it does make some abilities more viable than like even some classes more viable because they get so many additional stats. I know that you can run like a Zerker, a physical Zerker. I saw some physical Zerkers the last time that this event was out because you get so many stats for attack and stuff like that. So it's a little fun event. I'm gonna go over the ether residue. That was something else. So you want to get the main monster, obviously, and then of course we talked about it. Grab the defense stuff. And there are some event spawn things here. This one's interesting, the back gear. I think that's probably for... is there anything else? Of course, you want the SSR quartz and the drops of ether. That's pretty much everything there. The 11th anniversary, so there are some packs that you can get. You can get, this is the A pack. You get, wait, no, it's not. This is the A pack, sorry. You get the, a monster and a weapon. And this is the pack B. You just get a monster. And those spawns you can find here. That's where these spawns will be. You can see what monsters you'll get. There's not a lot of options, to be honest, but these monsters aren't bad. They're old, keep that in mind, and they are fully potted. And then for the weapons, you get to choose what type of weapon or armor you want. So great for new players. I never recommend spending money unless you have the physical capability to do so, but I figured I'd go over it. Same thing here. You get fully potted monsters. And then I guess you get a guaranteed sword. I didn't see that in the pack. Let's see. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, so you get a 43 or 44 cost guaranteed weapon as well, which is pretty good. Let's see if there's anything good in here. It's not great. Lance, Tempest, Virtuoso. I mean, some of these procs are okay. Some of the procs are like, eh. They're fine. The guaranteed... this is pack C. Wait, there's a third one? There is a third one. And you get defense gear as well as a monster. See if there's any monsters in here worth getting. You're probably never going to get the 44 cost. You're probably just going to get a 43 cost. Oh, yeah. They probably pass on this one. Not good. And then 43 cost weapons are kind of getting outdated at this point. You basically want 44 cost stuff. And of course you get some free gear. I haven't pulled mine yet, so I will probably end up doing that. But the proc, if I remember, was good. Yeah, it's a good proc. Yeah, this is a good proc. So definitely use these guys. There is a shared bonus. This is really interesting. I am not sure where the shared bonus comes from, but just be aware that it will exist. I already spawned this guy. I thought it's pretty good spawn. Just free stuff. And where does this come from? Special spawn ticket. We're just going to move on. The box spawn as well exists. And then we got like 11th anniversary spawn stuff, which you're not guaranteed anything good. A lot of this stuff is like 34 cost or 43 cost stuff. So there's Don't expect too much. But there's a lot of excellent free stuff. And of course, always do your daily spawns here. This is where you exchange the 11th anniversary medals. You spawn directly from here. So my suggestion for most players would be probably to get this 44 cost monster, because if I remember correctly, the weapon, yeah, like, so for this, for example, this guy, you can't choose what type of weapon you get, or armor for that matter. So the likelihood that you get a sword if you're a swordsman, or a staff if you're a mage, is pretty low, honestly. So I would recommend just getting the monsters. That'll help round most people's stuff out. You can get the 10th anniversary, some exclusive stuff for the pet spawn. This is the stuff that I'm not 100% sure if it's new or not. I don't recognize the luxury cruise ship stuff, but I don't really, it's kind of meh in my opinion. And then, of course, the FP spawn stuff. I already went over the 11th anniversary monster in a separate video. Of course, do your dailies and stuff like that. So let's look at the missions. So you get a bunch of these 11th anniversary things just from doing missions. And you get 11th anniversary spawn stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff here, which is really nice, honestly. Do some infusion, use some hammers. Yeah, fantastic. I also got a bunch of quests completed. I guess they made missions for a bunch of the stuff that I've already done. So that was nice. And let's look at the monsters. So these are the things that you can get prestige up on. And I'll show you how to quickly view what you have. So when you're equipping your gear, you can go into augment or to equip and click filter, and then click on the event, and it'll filter. These are the things that will give you bonus prestige when you are doing the quest. So an easy way to view that. Let's look at the ladder, which I did the quest. It's not too difficult of a quest. So I think everyone should be able to do it. You get a 44 cost monster, a 45 cost Mino, another 44 cost, and another 45 cost. So this event, I believe, is around for 3 weeks. Yeah? Hang on. Yeah, it's around for 3 weeks. So keep in mind, I think most people will be spawning. They are coming with more monsters, so I think most people will be spawning the event gear. Like I said, the short of it is that the monster is a 10 out of 10 monster. I would recommend spawning it. But I would recommend spawning it just once. That's my personal opinion. Because they will release more monsters, they'll release more stuff. So and this will be around to the very end of the event. So if you want to spawn this more, or if you want to wait just altogether, you can absolutely do that. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire event so far. I already sent the guy out, but you can see in this panel here, the event panel, there are box rewards for a certain number of times of sending him out. So you want to make sure that you're logging in multiple times a day to get these 30 gems guaranteed. And then once you've completed it, then you'll just get random stuff. And you can go over everything that's possible to get here if you'd like. I think the best stuff is probably the drops of ether and the quartz fragments, the SSR quartz fragments. So let's see if I missed anything. I think I got everything. Yeah, I think I finished everything. So yeah, the gist of it is that you want these are the special books. You want those, and equip as many as you can get. and just have fun in the event. I think it's going to be a fun 11th anniversary event. Usually the Japanese anniversary is much better than the global anniversary as far as events going on, gems given out, monsters, stuff like that. So because this is the Japanese anniversary, we can hopefully get some more stuff. But the takeaway is that there is free XXL reflection reduction XXL constants here. I mean, they're not XXL; they're technically 4XL plus when they're maxed out. So fantastic free stuff, and that's pretty much it. I will be around, and I'll be making some other videos as well. So yeah, see ya.